Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to get into the equipment that I use for my hunts. It was brought to my attention actually by my brother of all people. He said there's guys at his work that watch the videos and were interested in what kind of equipment that I use, and today that's what we're going to talk about. And of course, when it comes to the food plots, I go through my local co-op to get my lime and fertilizers. But when it comes to seed, I get my seed from Domain Outdoor LLC, and very competent group of guys, and good seed to be using, and you can see in my videos how well it works. So there's what I use as far as the seed goes. Now when we get into my passion of archery, when we go to vertical bows, we're going to reach back and pick up this bad boy. This is the Bear Status EKO cam. So this is a very forgiving bow, set up with a CBE sight, stinger stabilizer, and it has dual string stops. I have just a quickie quiver on it, and the arrow of choice is Gold Tip Hunter 400s for my spine and length and all that jazz. And I went with, as you've seen in some of the past videos, knockout lighted nocks. Oh, broadhead of choice. I tend to go with the Rocket Sidewinder, which I guess recently was just bought out by Sick Broadheads. So hopefully that goes well and I can continue to get them. I really like the Rockets. I've been using Rockets for years, shot all kind of deer and, excuse me, as I bend. I shot all kind of deer with them, and I've even shot some bear with them. Oh, and you see this edition here. As you notice, a lot of my filming I do with Tacticam. Not exclusively, but a lot of it I do. A lot of times, if it's archery, I'm using the Tacticam on the end of the bow stabilizer there. Or in my next case, if I break out a crossbow, I have this guy here, PSE Fang. Now shoots about 345 feet per second. Pretty decent bang for your buck as far as money goes. I upgraded the scope. I didn't particularly I wouldn't say I didn't particularly like the scope, but I thought I was having problems and issues with the scope holding zero, so I went and this is actually a center point scope that I picked up at Walmart. It has lighted reticle, green and red in there, and the quiver that goes on that is this guy here, and shooting Easton bloodlines with the Luminoc pinks. Light 'em up. Now, for a broadhead of choice on that, actually my brother-in-law for Christmas one year gave me some Rage Slip Cam 2.0s, and I know there's a lot of hype out there about Rage, and so I wanted to use them. In last video you saw, I shot my second doe of the year using Rage out of that crossbow. Alright, let's get into my packs. What I carry with me. What do I carry with me? Okay, first of all, let's get in. I carry a fanny pack. I've been shooting deer with a fanny pack for years. Just an old school canvas pack, and always have this guy with me. Let me show you this. This is my bow retrieval tool. So when I'm pulling, this is my bow rope, if you will. It's a reel. It's parachute cord, has a hook on it. Wrap it around your bow and hook it. Let some line out, climb up the tree, and then pull your bow up, and it has a crank on it. Love the thing. Had this thing, I don't know, 20, 25 years. That's what's on my belt. Okay, now we get into the pack, and let's see what I got in the pockets. Anything over here? What do I got in here? I got a spare flashlight with good batteries in it. My release, just a plain Jane Fletcher caliper. Third hand. I bought third hand. I don't know what you call this, but what I like to do with it is I throw this over the shoulder. It's got this rubberized hook on it, and you just slide your bowstring down there and let go, and that'll carry your bow for you. You can, hands free, you got the bow hanging on your side, and there's little hooks on it. What I do is I take that off when I get up in the stand. I wrap it around the tree and hook it, tighten her down, and then I have all kind of hooks to hang my gear off of. You know, binoculars, rangefinders, whatever. This hook here I added. This was actually a ratchet strap hook that was rubber coated. I added that for when I get on state land and can't screw into trees. So I'll hang my bow or my crossbow off of that rubberized hook so it doesn't make any noise. So that's in my pack. What else we got in here? You'll like this. Old school. This is old school. This is what we used to use in the old days. This is what, before harnesses came out, fancy harnesses for safety harness. It's just a belt with a D-loop, some rope, and that hook. Now, I no longer use this for safety. I carry that. That's my deer drag. Now, I wrap this around the body and tuck the front legs up behind the head, hook it, let it cinch down tight around the animal, put the belt either around my waist or over my shoulder, and that's how I drag my deer out now. I don't particularly, in the old days they didn't think much about the safety, and this thing here, if you fell and hung upside down with that, you'd probably end up dying if you couldn't reach your knife to cut yourself down. And then if you cut yourself down, you're probably going to do a header straight down and get hurt anyhow. Okay, that's fanny pack wise. Now let's get into some of the filming. Like I said, I had the Tacticam on the end of the stabilizer. This here is for one of my GoPros, and this is a what they call smart rig. You can adjust it, either clamp it to your tubing on your tree stand or to your ladder sticks, to a tree limb, whatever you'd like to adjust that. Fully adjustable here, pretty slick. Couple, you can bend this any configuration you need to, up, down, whatever. Pretty nice little rig there for the GoPro. Now, for Tacticam, I have this set up here on a Suptig rig, and you can clamp that down onto anything you want, and this is fully adjustable, bendable, and then you can tilt up and down with this. And this is actually what I had on the crossbow the other night, and I clamped this underneath the stock on the crossbow and just had this facing forward. And I'll show you here real quick. I had it clamped up underneath the stock like that, and just had it facing straight ahead with my scope. And this, by the way, is the 5.0 wide angle, and the one I have on my vertical bow is the just a 5.0. So that's what I used for that. That's my filming. I have, well, what's actually doing the filming right now is a JVC Averio POV cam. I could use that on a camera arm. My pack, got a pretty big pack here. This is a it's a Fieldline pack, Fieldline Pro series. It has the pouch that you can pull out, and you can pack your rifle or your bow. You can strap it on here, throw that on your back. You can pack in your gun or your bow. Got some pockets here. Let's go through the pockets, see what I got. I've got my hunting license in this pocket, and I always carry a bone and wood saw. I like to cut the H-bone between the legs when I harvest something, to clean out the bladder and all down there, and the uterus if it's a doe. I don't like messing around with the butthole and all that stuff. Here's a staple. Always carry the outdoor edge knife, the Swing Blaze Orange. Got the drop point skinner there, and then you got the one that goes underneath the skin. It cuts like a zipper. So always carry that along. Always good to have a good sharp knife no matter what you're doing. People get hurt on dull knives. What else we got in this pack? Let's see here, get that back in there. Oh, I've got a headlamp in here. Headlamp. And a good strong flashlight for tracking at night. I don't carry a whole lot of stuff. What I got here? Oh, I've got I forgot to mention this. I've got a remote control for the Tacticam 5.0, so I don't have to reach around and turn that camera on. I just reach in my pocket and press the button. It starts the camera automatically. One push of the button and you're recording. Makes it nice when you got a deer standing right under you. I carry some scent with me so I can freshen up some scrapes or cover scent myself. And old school. Some of you don't even know what that is, but that's the old rangefinder. It came out back in the day from Bushnell. 4-power zoom. Looks like binocular, but it's not. It's monocular. But I pulled that out one day, and somebody's like, "Oh, you got the new binocular rangefinders." I was like, "No, these puppies are like 25 years old, and they still work better than the new ones." But anyhow, that's kind of some of the stuff that I carry in my packs, and as far as equipment that I have. So there you have it. A camo line. I deal with Huntworth clothing is what I wear for camo. Sometimes you'll catch me in Mossy Oak, or whatever the season is at the time. I have to switch it up according to what's going on. I can't think of what else can I tell you. If you got any more questions of the stuff I use big game tree stands. They're economical. Use them. I can get them at Dunham's. I order some stuff online. Some of the Tacticam stuff I ordered online. Support your local archery shops, though, if you can. Well, I can't think of anything else. But if you got any more questions or anything else that I use, or have any questions about anything, any of my food plots, any other equipment I use, what I do for a living, what's my middle name, how tall am I? Everybody's interested in how tall I am. Not very. So anyhow, drop questions, comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.